FL Studio 2026 beta number 2 is here, and there's a few really cool new features. As always, they keep rolling out these new features as the betas come along, and I'm gonna hop into a couple of those right now. Something that's really cool that stood out to me. If you go to the forum, you can see this. I just stay up to date on this stuff. Right here, this is gonna be big. It's in the toolbar, a new chord detection panel. It detects chords from MIDI, typing keyboard to piano, and note selections in the piano roll. Note, you'll need to edit the toolbar to add this tool. So if we go in, I've already installed the new beta. If we go in here, and you might not have ever done this, in the toolbar section up here, this is what they call the toolbar if you're not familiar with it. You can right click and you hit edit, and when you hit edit, you can customize the toolbar. If you didn't know this, this has been here for a while now, but it's really cool. But right here, we have the chord detection, and there's a bunch of other stuff that is highlighted here that is not in the toolbar currently. So you can click and drag it and add it to the toolbar, and then just X out of this. So right now it only works when you're playing things out, which is really cool. You can see I'm just playing some chords on my keyboard right now. As of right now, it doesn't detect it when you're playing things through the piano roll though. I'm wondering if that's gonna change pattern or song mode. That's pretty cool though. I'm assuming that they're gonna update that and you'll be able to detect chords and detect keys through the patterns and song mode. Or maybe I'm just missing something right now, but I don't think I am. Right now it's only working when you play something out. So if we come down this list, I went over a few of these already. I'll link a previous video. Very, very small changes previously, but in beta number 2 there's some notable ones. There's something new in the chord progression tool as well. Typing to piano keyboard is selected. You can preview chords starting from C5. When editing, chord nudge allows you to swap chords by clicking and dragging. All right, let's check that out. All right, we have typing to keyboard on, generate chord progression tool, and right here, chord nudge, swap or slide. If you have it on slide, you could just slide these chords around like this. If you have it on swap, it'll just swap one chord with another one. I think this is a big one right here. Maybe I didn't notice it the last time around, but in the tools menu, audio logger tool, similar to the MIDI logger, FL Studio is now always recording audio from the master mixer track. All right, so if we click on this, and we open this up, we can get a little bit more understanding. It captures everything passing through the master mixer track, whether FL Studio is actively recording or not. Maximum length, it's 1, 2, 5, or 10 minutes. Record position, it sets where in the signal chain audio is captured from. If we come down here, in the mixer section, the new menu renamed Open Audio Logger in the mixer menu to Open Audio Editor and Record to disambiguate it from the Global Audio Logger tool. So, if I'm correct, I don't know if I'm a little bit confused here, but if I go here and I click this menu and I go to this one, this is what they were talking about where they renamed it, Open Audio Editor and Record. It just opens Edison. So is it just Edison? But I mean, Edison has been here forever. And if I ever knew that I just wanted to record everything coming through the master, I would throw Edison on there. So do I have to throw Edison on there in order to record everything? You know, to log everything? Or does it do it automatically in the background? I'm not really 100% sure, but totally familiar with Edison. It's just an audio recorder that you can throw on any channel internally and record anything you want. We can move on to the next. And if we come down here to plugin updates, like I said, there's a few minor updates in some other plugins, but LuxVerb got an added pitch feed forward mode. So let's check that out. If we go just throw it on any channel, LuxVerb. So if you come up over here to LuxVerb and you go to the pitch section, normally it was just feedback, but you can now do feed forward. Enable it here. I really sleep on LuxVerb for some reason. I don't know why. It's just old habits, but LuxVerb is probably one of the best reverb plugins stock in any DAW that I've seen. It's really, really good, and I need to add it into my workflow every day. Again, there are some minor updates that I've talked about here on YouTube and Instagram. Very, very minor from beta number 1, but if you want to check the video out, I'll link them to this video. We got some channel rack stuff, some loop starter stuff. Again, minor. I'm assuming that they're going to have some major updates. I think we're getting a little bit closer to some major updates. Probably some new plugins. There's always always something new. There's always something big like that, a new plugin, some big new feature. So I'm waiting for that. I'll try to be the first to tell you when some of these new big features come out, so stay tuned. By the way, I'll leave the link down below if you want to download beta number 2. Turn notifications on so you don't miss any of the new FL 2026 updates, and as always, share this with a friend if you get me.